What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Primetime Sports Podcast, hosted by Joey McLary. So tonight, big win at Fax and Puck, 16-12 over the number one team in the division. That's 3 wins in a row now. I'm here with the player of the game, Pat, who was 4 for 4 on the day, a double, 2 runs scored, great defense as well. When I look at your approach at the plate tonight, it seems like you were very aggressive. You took the first pitch sometimes, and that next one that was right there ready, you were ready to rip, and you obviously came up 4 for 4, saw the ball very well. Talk to me about your approach tonight at the plate.
I was back in the box like some of my teammates told me to get back in the box, so just saw the ball pretty well, waited for it to drop right into my zone, and then took a nice swing on all 4 balls that I hit.
How about the hustle? You had a great play. You dove into second base, even got around the tag, showed the athleticism there. I mean, when you hit first base, were you thinking 2 on that right away?
Yeah, right out of the box I was thinking 2, but I kind of got caught in my cleats and then kind of just basically flopped into second base. So
hey, you're still safe though at the end of the day.
I'll take
still safe at the end of the day. Then talk to me about your defense tonight as well. Obviously, the defense has been very good as of late. I had a rougher night at third base, but everybody else for the most part played very well defensively tonight. Talk to me about you at first base. Every single game, it seems like you're always ready in position. What goes into your preparation at first?
Tonight I actually had a tough error in the first inning, but then we bounced back with 6 runs in the first, I think it was, or 5 or 6.
6. Yep.
So you guys had my back the whole way through. So.
Mm-hmm. And then tell me about how important it was to get a win here tonight. Obviously now that's 3 wins in a row, improved to 8 and 9 on the year. How important was it to get a victory here?
It was huge. It was a team win, you know. That's all I can say.
Any message going into Thursday night's game? I know we're going to be missing a lot of guys in that one, but obviously a big win here tonight. Any message for the squad going into that?
It's going to be a tough one Thursday, but hopefully we can pull through.
Much appreciated, Pat. The gold glove of first base on the year. You've been awesome this year. Much appreciated. Here I am back with the captain, Chris Mad Dog McKenna, after yet another Sports Emporium victory here tonight at Fax and Puck. Chris, talk to me about tonight's game. Obviously, the beginning of it was a little bit tough. Second inning, they scored 5 runs out of the get-go. We ended up scoring 6 in the bottom of the second inning. What do you see from the team tonight? Obviously, early on going down, but they were resilient and came back.
Yeah, I mean, they're the top team in our division, so it's I knew we were going to have a battle, you know, and then, you know, it was tight all game. We kind of we held it down for the most part. We had a great lineup. Again, like similar to the last time I talked to you, there's like good mix of veterans and, you know, youth. So yeah, I mean, easy peasy.
Awesome win. Obviously now winning. That's 3 in a row. Now 8 and 9 on the year. Talk to me about your approach to the plate tonight. You had a very good game, 3 for 3 with the sac fly, a couple runs scored as well. What went into your approach tonight at the dish, which Pat and you both were locked in all night long?
Pat was the man. I was thinking about getting that Devers trade, you know, but I was like, you know what, dude, we have Pat and Mullen tonight. I'm like, I don't need Devers, I guess. Like, screw him. He's going to San Francisco. So so my approach to the dish, maybe step in a bit, like instead of stepping out, step in. Helped out with the line drivers, you know, for the most part, and it kind of worked.
Yeah, I would say so. Also, how aggressive were we on the base paths tonight? You saw
Pretty
Brian
good.
obviously taking a base every single time when he could on a sacrifice fly out to center. Obviously had us running the bases very well. They had a good outfield, some good arms. We continue to run.
I mean, you remember the belly flop Pat did at second? I mean, he stretched out that double, dude. I mean, we're just joking that, you know, there's still a divot there, but, you know, it might be more of a crater. But yeah, we stretched it out, and Dave slid it home, got a little dirty. I like it.
It's great to have Dave back in the lineup now that you mentioned him too as well. He was 2 for 3 on the night, calls a great game behind the dish, and also if you need to throw the ball to the plate, you know he'll be ready and paying attention. How awesome is it having him back in the lineup? Because I know we missed him for a little bit early on.
Oh yeah, dude, he's great. Like he knows who the first batter is. You know, he calls it out. He'll give I'll lock eyes with him. You know, and it'll be like he's like, look, go back. You know, when I'm in left center and he usually, you know, he directs us pretty well.
He does, for sure. And then tell me about Mullen tonight. He was huge, obviously, defensively. He had 2 or 3 great plays out there on defense. Got us out of a couple of jams. Yep. And had a great night at the plate. 3 for 4 on the night. Couple runs scored. How awesome was it having him back in the lineup as well?
Great. Like, that's what we wanted him for, you know? Like, I knew it was going to be a battle. And, you know, that's why I went 11 deep. Because it's like, you know what? Like, you know, Kenny would have been fine at third and you and right. But I was like, you know what? I even asked Kenny, I was like, hey, I was like, what do you think about us going heavy and, have Mullen play? He's like, let's go, so it worked out.
Good to have the S6 guys back, obviously,
Oh, yeah.
and then Stellwagen, and now here we are, Sports Emporium, having everyone from all three eras here. So obviously, you look at this lineup tonight as well. Everybody did something productive at the plate. Everybody got on base, which is awesome to see.
Yep.
And you look at a lot of guys filling out the stat sheet tonight. Dave obviously being one, you being one. I also mentioned as well the player of the game being Pat. He was awesome. But Mullen was 3 for 4 too. I mean, he had a big night at the dish as well. Yeah. He was awesome. And now one last thing I want to ask. Tell me about what the message is going into Thursday night's game. I know we're going to be missing all of the McKenna brothers, so it won't be an easy game.
All the McKenna brothers. I'm going to be on the dance floor at a wedding. And then,
yeah. There's Dave McKenna voicing his opinion about the Raphael Devers trade. But how tough will it be going into Thursday night without most of the squad here?
Almost everybody. But, I have faith in our B squad. I mean, they're good, so I won't be there, so I don't know,
I got one last question for you as well. You saw, obviously, they scored 4 runs in the last inning. Made it close. It was 16-12, I think it was, with 2 guys on base, 2 outs. Were you getting nervous at all? Or
I was pretty confident, but at the same our defense was, pretty locked down all game.
Except for me, I had a couple errors. Were you getting nervous about me over there? Third base is tough. I haven't played third.
Right.
I haven't played third in 8 years, so it was a little bit tough getting there. But you know me, I'll play anywhere. This is 6 games in a row playing 6 positions.
I know you're
third, short, second, left center, left field, right
player.
field.
Or just a tool.
I'll play anywhere you need me. You know that. I'll play anywhere you need me.
Maybe that's what I'm saying.
But you get nervous at all going into that last out? There's 2 outs, 2 guys on base. Were you get nervous, or you had confidence?
It's always a little tense, and that's what happens, right? It's like, that's ball, So
huge win though.
Yeah.
Any message though you want to tell the squad before obviously Thursday night's game? 3 wins in a row now.
Hell yeah! Feel the rhythm, feel the ride. Let's go. It's softball time.
Appreciate it, Mad Dog. Thank you. So just like the captain said, feel the rhythm, feel the ride. It's softball time. He's absolutely right. The Sports Emporium have been on a great run, winning 3 games in a row, now 8-9 on the season. Big game tonight. We're going to be missing a lot of the lineup from the usual guys, but we do have faith in the guys that are going to be there tonight to step up for us. I'm just going to give a quick recap of that game from the other night, and then after that, I'll close and upload this beforehand, so if anyone's on their way to the game tonight, they can hear this and hopefully be fired up and ready for the game. So let's start off with a breakdown of the lineup. Right center field was Sean, who was 2 for 4 on the day, 3 runs batted in and a double. He was awesome at the plate. Also made a great play defensively on a hard hit line drive to right center field in the 5th inning. Danahy had runners on first and second with 1 out in this situation. Sean aggressively slid, stopped the ball, got up, threw a great relay to Matt, who took the ball and threw a rocket all the way to me at third base. A perfect throw after getting the cutoff. I caught it, tagged the runner on the knee as he was trying to step into third base. He was trying to take an extra base. He was at first base at the start of the play. Just a line drive to center. He tried to go from first to third. Ended up costing him. Matt made a great throw, got him out at third base on an excellent throw, and that ended up being a big difference maker in the game. Danahy did get 1 run in that situation, but first and second, 1 out with the hard hit ball to center field. Could have been a much more dangerous situation, but Sean and Matt made a great play together, and then obviously Matt set me up perfectly with an excellent throw. Couldn't have thrown it any better, and then almost had another guy after that as well. He almost threw out in the next inning at third base. Just missed him that time, but Matt was great on that relay throw, and props to Sean as well defensively for getting up, making a great play, sliding. That ball could have got by him and could have ended up being extra bases. Both of those runners on base probably would have scored in that situation if it got by him. And then also the person that hit the ball probably would have gotten at least third in that situation as well. Made a great play though. Aggressive and wasn't the best angle going at it, but he made a great play diving and stopping the ball, and then obviously got up as well and made a great throw. Next up, we had Brian at shortstop. He was 2 for 3 on the night with a sacrifice fly, an RBI, and a run scored. Very aggressive on the base paths. Always tags up on fly balls to the outfield, even if it's from first to second. Forces a throw to second base every time. It's important to have guys that can really be aggressive and force the other teams to make plays and make throws, because a lot of the time there's going to be overthrows, and then it costs them, and you're gaining a base each time. After that, we had Green on the mound pitching. He was 1 for 4 on the night with a couple runs scored. Had an excellent night pitching. I don't think he walked anyone in the game, despite having probably 5 or 6 3 balls, 1 strike counts. with 6 3-1 counts, you think sometimes it's not going to go your way and you're probably going to walk somebody, but I don't think he walked anybody that night. He was great pitching in that game. Then in right field, batting cleanup, we had Travis, who was 2 for 4 on the night with a run scored and an RBI. Made an awesome play on a fly ball to right field to get us out of a bases-loaded jam in the top of the 4th inning, where we only surrendered 1 run in that inning, despite the other team having runners on first and second with no outs to start the inning. We ended up getting out of it, so that was a big inning there for the Sports Emporium. Credit to Travis getting us out of that. After that, in left center field, we had Mad Dog, who was 3 for 3 on the night, 2 runs scored, a sacrifice fly, and an RBI. Played a strong game, as always, at the dish. Always an excellent post-game interview, as well as you can tell. And one thing he did mention in that interview was that he thought about the Sports Emporium putting a package together to trade for Rafael Devers. And so I texted him after the game, and I just asked him, what would a package look like if the Sports Emporium was going to throw something at the Red Sox when he was up for grabs? And he said it would have been Defro, Dave, and a few bar pizzas from the Sports Emporium in exchange for Devers. And considering how fans have reacted to that Devers trade package, it seems like not everybody would probably decline that offer from the Sports Emporium and Chris Mad Dog McKenna. In my opinion, I don't think the Red Sox really got necessarily fleeced. I'm high on James Tibbs III. We'll see how things work out there, but I don't want to go off on a tangent about that trade, as I already did earlier this week. But that's the best trade package we could put together, according to Mad Dog, Defro, Dave, and a few bar pizzas from the Sports Emporium. And while I'm mentioning the Sports Emporium, definitely go check it out. Really good bar in North Weymouth. It's a sports bar, so if you want to go and watch a game, it's a perfect place to do so. Great people, great food, great environment. Definitely go check it out. After Mad Dog in the lineup was DH, and that was Kenny. Kenny was 0 for 2 on the night with 2 walks and 2 runs scored. Always great having him in the lineup. When he shows up, it feels like we always win, just like Green. Always great catching up with him. And he's somebody that brings a lot of energy to the game, gets us focused just like Mad Dog, and is a veteran on this team. He's been there through each era, from Essex to Stellwagen, and now the Sports Emporium as well. He's always a guy that's going to get on base, patient at the dish, finds a way to get on, and that's very important. Then in left field, we had Mullen, who was 3 for 4 on the night. A double, 2 runs scored, and 2 runs batted in. Was a strong showing defensively as well. Tracks the ball very well out there in the outfield. And just like Travis, Mullen got us out of a few jams in that game on Monday night. He's also great at the dish. Could have been a player of the game candidate as well. Always good to have him whenever we have a 9 o'clock game. Then at first base, we had Pat, the player of the game, who was 4 for 4 on the night. A double, 2 runs scored, and 3 runs batted in. Had some big-time hits with guys on base in this game. Like we already noted, was very aggressive on the base paths as well, even getting a double in that game on Monday. He's been huge defensively all year for us, and in that game, made a couple great stops as well. Then I was batting after him, playing third base. I was 1 for 4 on the night, 2 runs batted in and 2 runs scored. Was a little bit shaky for me at third base to start the game, but it was my first time playing third base since I started playing for Essex, probably in 2017 or 2018. That was probably around the time I was a rookie in high school. It was probably sometime in like 2017 to be my guess. But I've played now 6 positions in 6 games: left field, left center, right field, second base, shortstop, and third. So I've always told Mad Dog I'm happy being versatile and playing anywhere in the field. I like being a utility guy. So third base was a little bit of an adjustment at first, but definitely tried my best and made my plays towards the end of the game. But in the first inning, I missed a ball or two that I usually get. Shout out to Mully. He's been great at third base all year, just like Pat. Those two guys, having them at the corners is very big for our infield. It's an advantage every single night. Mully makes it look easy over there at third base. I even texted him after the game and said, you make it look easy. I felt like it took me at least a couple innings to get the speed back at playing third base. Shout out to Mully, though. I know he was waiting for this episode all week, so I apologize to Mully and Mad Dog. Both of them were waiting for this episode to be uploaded, so I do apologize for the delay. Then after me in the lineup was Matt playing second base. He was 3 for 4 on the night, 2 runs scored, a double, and 2 runs batted in. Was huge at the plate and defensively in this game, like I already noted, on a couple great relay throws. Got us out of a jam in that potential situation there with first and second and no outs, or first and second 1 out, with that relay play from Sean to him to me. Matt could have been a player of the game candidate in this game as well, just like Moen. We had a lot of guys in this game that hit very well, and Matt got on base 3 times, did score a couple runs with a double and 2 runs batted in. He's been great all year, very consistent. It seems like every game he has a big hit. And just like Mad Dog said in one of the last episodes, I think it was probably the postgame interview from about a week ago, he said whenever Matt's going, this team's winning ball games. It's important to have another lefty in the lineup, especially a guy that can hit, good contact hitter, patient at the plate, and always finds a way to make a productive at-bat out of anything. And then rounding out the lineup, we had Dave catching behind the dish. He was 2 for 3 on the night, 2 runs scored and an RBI. Called another great game behind the dish. It's important to have him in the lineup. It seems like every single time he's there, we're a lot more prepared defensively. Everyone knows where to stand and how to align and adjust when every single batter gets up. Dave always knows when at the top of the order and where every single hitter went in their last at-bat, which is important to have a guy that remembers the spray chart of each opposing batter every single night. Shout out to Dave. He's been great as well, having back in the lineup. Anyways, that'll wrap up this episode. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to listen to this. As always, I appreciate it. I hope you guys are good on. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Go Sports Emporium.